Hey guys, okay, let me try and adjust this camera so it's a bit, okay? So, on YouTube you may have seen it where I took all my videos down off of my page or off my channel, and I'm actually going to explain why I did that. And the reason is kind of stupid, at least I still think it's really stupid, but so what happened is one morning, or one afternoon, I got a call from my boss over at campus safety and told me that he had a complaint in about me. And I'm like, complaint? What the hell did I do to get a complaint? And he said that someone had seen my videos on YouTube. And I'm thinking, well, which YouTube channel? Is it my newest one, my Sane Lifestyle, the one that I'm currently using the most? Or is it this one, my personal one? And he told me they had seen my videos about like NoFap, and they got a complaint about that, how I'm supposedly in a position of power in my college. I'm really not in a position of power, and how they freaked out, called admin, complained about this, and it went to Bill. He's the guy that deals with all the admin crap, and which then went to Jim, who is my boss. And they decided, in order to figure this out, they would take me off the schedule for a little bit. And when he first told me there was a complaint against me, I was honestly expecting him to start cracking up, or to hear my coworker in the back, Sean, cracking up, because I honestly thought that he put him up to this. And so yeah, I got that call saying I just shouldn't come in for that week because they're going to figure this stuff out. And it's like, I'm thinking, really, this is my last 3 weeks of senior year, you're going to take me off the schedule? Like, I have nothing against me that would say that I am a bad worker. And so after this happened, I exploded. Do not you can make a sexual pun about that if you want to, but please don't do it in the comments. I will take them out. So yeah, I just freaking exploded. I was just so angry, how could this happen to me? What were they thinking? Do they even know what these videos are for? And I was honestly just so freaking pissed. I didn't know how to take it. It took me about a good 3-4 days to cool down. And so I had to go to him and explain why I put up the videos, and I figured I'd explain to you why I put up the videos. In my videos, the reason I started putting them up, I think that was somewhere after sophomore year. And that was because, well, to explain the context of this. That year on my floor, we have been talking a lot about how all of us on the... God, my throat is clogged up. Excuse me. We talked a lot about how all of us at one point in our lives have struggled with pornography and masturbation and the addiction to it. And we started this group where we talked about how we're getting over it, challenging ourselves to be masturbation and porn free for however long, depending on which part of your journey you're at. And we were supporting people through this even when they messed up. And after sophomore year ended, well, let's just say it did not end very well for me. I was, first of all, literally within one day, I've been rejected from 4 scholarships that I applied for, 4 jobs that I applied for, that I heard due to budget cuts, my position in my job had been cut. And on top of that, I'm trying to remember what else I had, but yeah. Oh yeah, I also learned I had lost 2 other scholarships because the econ courses just destroyed my GPA and my minor, so I lost 2 scholarships. And this all hit me within a day or 2. And so I went home just basically, I was defeated. I just when I left Calvin, that's probably the worst feeling I've ever had leaving a place, because honestly I didn't know if I was going to come back. And well, the rest is kind of history. I did end up coming back, but then over the summer, I wanted something to help make me feel good about myself again, because it literally took, and I'm not even joking, about 5 or 6 months before I started hearing like some good news again. And so I decided that instead of writing like one of these big, long, like 10-page paragraphs on Facebook Messenger for my group message, that I would just make these videos for them, tell them how I'm doing, let them know like what's going on, why, like the benefits I'm receiving from this, like what are my experiences. And when I make these videos, the unintended thing that happened, that I'm actually very glad that happened, is that, well, more people started watching these videos and they started commenting on them. And as you know, with YouTube, I always got negative comments, which I kind of just, I always ignore those. But then I got a lot of comments from people saying like, hey, is this actually like a real thing? Like, should I try it out? And I was encouraging people to try it out, like get away from porn and masturbation. And, well, don't know how well you can hear me on my camera because I'm trying to be quiet since I'm in a motel. And, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, like I started getting a lot of comments from people saying like how I was helping encourage them to make this change to their life. Some guy went from like whacking it off like 2 times a day down to once a day, and then after about 3 or 4 months he moved to no times a day. Another guy slowly got off of porn, and I was seeing like just this great thing I was doing, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep posting these videos. And obviously like I got caught up in other things where that this just lost priority, and I'm going to make it my priority again to help you guys who are following me and everyone who has followed me. And as you know, in these videos, as I should have put a disclaimer in this video before, I do talk a lot about guys' issues, which for women this may contain graphic detail, words, and images that I use because this is guys' problems. And I should have put that disclaimer in before so I wouldn't have gotten in trouble. But so I started seeing this big, awesome impact. I was like positive impact I was having on all these people, like explaining to them why they should get off porn and stop masturbating. And I was like, I was basically videoing my results with it. And I began to realize just like the good I was creating, like how I was helping like impact people for the good. And it just made me feel so good about myself. I don't know how else to phrase this, so I just kept making more and more of these videos because I saw how big of an impact it made. So to my subscribers, I am back, baby. Okay, to give you the rest of like what's been happening in my life. So junior year, the summer after that, I worked carpet crew or basically demolition crew for my school. And one of my friends was he wasn't feeling too good about his love life, so he decided to get on some dating apps. And so I decided to show him why it's not such a good idea, and I got on some myself. I got on Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, and well, the one that was towards the end of the summer was Hinge. And I got on those. Well, of course, I went on quite a few dates with this, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Do you want to meet someone great? You have a hard time on Tinder, especially on Bumble. Maybe a little bit better on Cupid or on OkCupid, but you'll have a bit better of a job on, a bit better of an opportunity on Hinge. So, and let me just tell you this. A lot of the girls that I went out with on Tinder, they ended up making moves on me before I made moves on them. Like they got more feely before I did, which doesn't help that I have all these gains. Show you my abs. Yeah, they're okay for traveling quite a bit, and so yeah, like that happened. And well, then Hinge is how I met the girl I was dating from I believe like September till December, so it's like 4 months. Everything was going good with there. I wanted to make it official, and then literally like I think it was 3 or 4 days before my birthday, she just told me that she didn't want to keep our relationship going. And like, I'm telling you this right now, like, that really destroyed me right there. Like, it took me about a good 2 months to recover from that. And for me, like, after that, I started trying to force myself to go on more dates, but like, it just never felt the same like it had with, oops, I just need the table. Like, it never felt the same as it had with her. And I was going on dates, like, none of them were, I'm gonna say they were bad, and that's sugarcoating it. Like, it was just, I was trying to get that feeling back, but then also, I think it was, when was that, like, it's been in March that my roommates and I, or some friends and I, we drove to Iowa to meet some girls, and that story is kind of a one where the story is, I walked in after my shift when one of my friends was Snapchatting these girls he knows in Iowa, and I just happened to sit next to him on our couch that was lofted up, and one of the girls goes, "Hey, who's that guy? He's really cute." And I'm like, "Me? Talking about me? I mean, thanks, but you're talking about me?" And so we went out and met them, and that was a fling for like a month. And then, of course, with my friends or my roommates, they always talk to me saying like, "Oh, why don't you just like do NICMOs or non-committal makeouts with like towards the end of your sophomore year, like your senior year, going back home anyway?" And it's just like, I just didn't have interest in it anymore. So back home, I probably will start dating again. It might not happen for a while because I'm still trying to get a job. But don't worry, I did end my career with campus safety on a high note. And right now I am working really hard to get my ACSM CPT, so that's what's also going on in my life. And also, I graduated. Can you see if I can focus in on that? Okay, yeah, I can. See, got my ring. I got it. Got a bachelor's of arts. Okay, now at the. Okay, if you can't tell, I'm not too good with this focus stuff yet. And so I did graduate, which was pretty big to me. And now I'm stopped in a hotel because I'm driving back, and I do not want to drive throughout the night. So that's just a little update in my life, what's been going on lately. So I will be posting more videos very soon, and just for my sake, I'm going to make this count easy, and this is day 1 of Journey 2. See you all later.